What's up, everybody? Today we're back here on Dodson logging, and I thought I'd do another quick little time-lapse video where we're trying to get that wood chip storage area at the sawmill filled up. So before we do that, though, I got some new toys to look at. In case you didn't know, FDR Logging, who puts out maps and lots of logging mods, fellow bunchers and skidders and log trailers and all that kind of stuff, logging equipment. He put out his latest pack, which is the version 12, and there's some cool stuff in here this time. First of all, let's look at this wood chipper. He's got names on them now instead of just calling it the wood chipper. This one's the Chimera. I don't know how he came up with these names, but anyway, this is a pretty cool machine here. In fact, I just mean to check and make sure that well, I can't. It's not going to let me look at it until I start filling it up. Anyway, so this machine, when FDR released it, it holds 200,000 liters of wood chips in reserve, and then whenever you get next to a trailer, you can dump it in there, or you can just dump it straight to the ground. Well, I went in there and modified it to hold 210,000 because these trailers, these wood chip trailers that I've got here, are 70,000 liters, so 3 times 7 is 21. So this way I can fill up 3 complete trailers before I have to go chip up some more trees or whatever with this thing. Now the other neat thing about this is it's more mobile than the Beast. These, I mean, they're mobile, but they require some setup and whatnot, and you have to keep the truck running to keep. So it's just, I don't know, it's just a lot easier doing it this way. Now the other thing let's look at real quick is this is a stump grinder by FDR Logging, and it works pretty good. A lot of times you can just basically drive over a stump. In fact, here's some right over here. Let's take a look and see what happens this time. Now I have kind of mixed results. A lot of people say this is a really fast wood chipper, but for me, it works pretty good. Let me turn this thing on. Okay, so I hit B, turn it on. So you can see it's on now. And so that one went pretty quick. But some of these, they don't go very fast. And every one of them is probably going to chip up really quick. And we left a piece. That's okay, we'll get up the chipper. Yeah, these are all going fast. But I had some last night when I was playing that just would not grind. I had to sit there and back up and move forward again and try all kind of stuff before it would finally chip. I don't know, maybe it was just last night. I don't know. It certainly looks like it's going pretty quick today. And of course you can raise up this head on the front, but I'm just doing some demo here. So anyway, there's the stump grinder. That's pretty cool. All right, now let's look at this first. Next, this is the I guess John Deere style fellow buncher, and this is called the Varkolac, and it works pretty good. I've still got some issues with one of my joysticks. My used joystick that I bought, I don't know. I think it's on its way out. I may end up having to replace it, which means I'm not sure what's going to happen with Gold Rush. I hope they fixed the dual joystick thing over there. But anyway, yeah, so this is the new fellow buncher. And with all FDR's new mods here, this version 12, I mean, look how detailed they are. I mean, it looks super nice. I mean, you got all the little rivets around the doors and all the little bolts at the hinges. And, I mean, it just looks super nice. I mean, he did a great job on these this version 12 pack. The tracks look good. The only thing that I wish he would add into these things is a nice dirt model. I mean, I wish these things got dirty the way they're supposed to get dirty. I mean, a lot of people, they just they don't do it the right way. They just put a dirt mod in there, and it gets dirty everywhere and doesn't look natural. So anyway, that's the only thing I think that they're missing. Now this one is the I guess basically the chip loader, chip shovel, I don't know what you call it, but it's the Amarok. and it's also detailed very nice. Looks like a caterpillar, I guess is what it's modeled after. But super nice. And the cool thing about it is whenever you dip into the ground with the bucket, yeah, check this out. So whenever you dip into the ground, you see the bucket actually goes into the ground a little ways, and there is a point to where it doesn't anymore. But that's nice for scooping up wood chips. That way you're not kind of like, see if I can do it, kind of, scraping along the top, and you may miss some, and that's nice because you can dip into the ground actually and come up under the wood chips and get them. And what I'm planning on using this for is whenever we finally get ready to sell all these wood chips, I think I'm just gonna set my loader up somewhere and maybe do a combination of the chip bucket, shovel, whatever this thing is called, and this front end loader, this wheel loader, because this wheel loader will hold a lot more in the bucket. I think this thing only holds about is it 7,000 or 7,500 liters, something like that. And this over here, I'm not sure. It probably holds a good bit more, but I don't know. We'll test out the different options. Now the other thing before we get on to doing the wood chips today is look at this. We've got over 9 million liters of wood chips in here, and I really thought over here that I had gotten this a little closer to the border, to the wall, but I don't think that it's going to tip over anymore. I hope not. You can see that where it's kind of drawn a line there, and I think that's just where when I was painting the tip collision, I think may have gotten just a little off there. And of course it's built out a good bit back here too. I don't know, it's not really a good way to do that. I mean, if I had turned the wood chip storage area to where it was north, south, east, west, then I probably could have painted that a little bit better, and I probably would have extended it on out to the fence just to make sure that no chips were going to spill over. But I don't know, we'll just have to kind of play it by ear, and I guess whenever we get ready to call it full, I don't know, I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I guess if it's spilling over, then it's pretty well full. I was hoping to keep it within the walls of this thing. I really wish that the wood chips wouldn't spill through the wall, but the wood chips have no collision, so there's really no way around that. The walls do, the wood chips don't. Also, this shovel, bucket loader, or whatever you want to call it, was super nice for cleaning up this area right here where the wood chip dump is. I mean, I just sat right here and kind of scooped up around, and and then dumped them over on this left hand side. So all right, now let me show you what I've been doing with this. All right, so of course with the fellow buncher, I've been cutting down the trees and just dropping them where they are, and then I've been going back with that wood chipper and just chipping up the whole tree as it sits there on the ground. And then I got those 2 trucks over there, and I'll just drive up with the wood chipper and let it dump into those trailers, and then while one's full, I'll go dump it, and then while that one's getting dumped, I'll be filling, the other trailer gets getting filled up with the wood chipper. So it's a pretty quick operation. You'll see how fast it goes. But for right now, let's see, I need to fire this thing up, and let's come back over here closer to our trucks and trailers, and we'll get some more trees dropped. And then we'll eventually have to move our operation a little further back because we're kind of getting a bit of a trek there for the chipper to get back to the trucks. But that's all right. Well, as I'm recording this, of course it's Sunday for me, but today is Monday, which means over on the Facebook page I've got the Fan Friday poll up, and hopefully I've gotten another poll in use where I can have some more options instead of just 2. I don't know why Facebook gives you just 2 options. That's crazy. So anyway, go over there to the Facebook page, and you can see a link in the video description below. And what I'm doing, every Monday I'm going to put up a poll, and that poll is going to go through Wednesday night, because Thursday, whoever whichever map on the poll had the most votes, that's what we're going to do on Friday. So on Thursday, I'll record the video, and then on Friday, we'll put it up, and it'll be the video that y'all voted on to, you know, or not the video, it'll be the video of the map that y'all voted on. So I just thought I'd try something a little different, because I mean, sometimes I get kind of stuck in a rut of, you know, the same maps over and over again every week, or, you know, I may just be like, oh, I hadn't played this map in a while, but so I'll play it. But I thought it'd be kind of neat to give y'all a vote, because if you like a certain map better than another one, then that's what y'all want to watch, you know. So anyway, go over there on the Facebook page if you Facebook and vote in the poll over there. That'll be up. Let's see, I'll probably go ahead and have that up while this video, yeah, definitely by the time this video airs it'll be up. So go check that out and vote for whichever map you want to see on Friday, and that'll be the Fan Friday video. And I gotta say, I like this machine. This is probably one of my favorite fellow bunchers so far that FDR has done. It seems real stable. The trees kind of cut like they're supposed to. I've experienced, even with some of the other FDR fellow bunchers, of like whenever you cut the tree, like watch this. See, it just cuts and grabs and I can move it. Sometimes in the past, what I've experienced is like, for instance, this tree here, we'll cut it and I'll try to demonstrate what I'm talking about. So whenever I would cut it before and grab it, well, of course I messed that one up. Alright, let's try another one. Alright, let's try this again. So before, whenever I would cut it and grab it, okay, there we go. Before, what would happen was when I tried to move the head, the tree kind of seemed like it wanted to stay stuck to the ground, and then eventually it would release. Sometimes if you press down like this, it would go ahead and pop off of there. But I don't know, for whatever reason, sometimes, I mean, it was, well, not sometimes, it was almost every time, the tree seemed to be stuck into the ground. I don't know if that was something with that particular map. I mean, it was even doing it on this map, and of course it's not doing it with this new fellow buncher, but I'm wondering if FDR changed something with the fellow buncher. But anyway, I like it. You know, I like the change if that did in fact happen. And of course, with all his new stuff, he's got all this digital readouts and stuff showing the speed. I don't know, I'm not sure if the battery voltage is accurate. It doesn't seem to be moving. The speed, the engine RPMs, fuel rate. I can't hardly read some of that stuff, it's so small. It's just got a lot of neat stuff there, so that's pretty cool. I like that. And of course, fall that way. It's the depth perception's a little hard sometimes in these machines. Hard to know how far away you are. So we'll just we'll get a few more trees cut, and then we'll get the chipper busy, because I imagine by now we've got 210,000 liters, so not a problem there. Yeah, so some of these trees I did manage to get below ground, where when you cut them it doesn't leave a stump, but a good many of them I didn't. So you need 8 trees roughly to get a full chipper. Oh, and something I haven't done in a while. Let's look at this and see. I haven't looked at this lately. Alright, so we've cut down 518 trees. And of course, that's nothing compared to what I've done over on Pacific Inlet. Which, by the way, I haven't been recording much over there. I need to get back on that and get some more gameplay recorded so we can get high-speed logging number 6, I think it is. Get that going. So I will try to do that some this week. And possibly next week or the week after we can get another high-speed logging video for Pacific Inlet. So I am still really wanting to finish that up and see how many loads of logs we get off of there. And of course I really didn't do it accurately. I probably should have counted all the little small trees. I hate those little small trees, so I've just been chipping those up, but I guess those sort of do count as a load. Oh well. I guess this thing does show how many trees we've cut down this session. So I guess we cut down 18. So let's cut down let's get let's see, is it 6? Yeah, let's get 6 more. Alright, there's 1. There's 2. There's 3. And 2 more. Five and 6. Okay. That way I think we've got 3 times we can fill up and then have to cut down some more trees. So that should give us 9 truckloads. Alright, and this thing's really fast, you know, it's like just any other chipper. It'll grind up a whole tree really quick. So there's almost 50. Should be close to 100. And let's see if my mod I did works. Yep. Alright, so we're going to end up losing a little bit of wood chips, but I guess it's not really that big of a deal. Alright, so now that we got the wood chipper filled up, I'm going to go ahead and start the time-lapse part of it. So y'all listen to some music and kick back and just watch us try to fill up this wood chip pile over here, this wood chip storage area. So y'all enjoy. Thanks for watching. We'll see you at the end, if this time if nothing messes up on me again. So anyway, see y'all at the end. Alright everybody, well, the game froze up on me again. I'm not sure what's going on. I was getting some kind of script error, which I'm not really sure what it means. I have no idea. I looked at the game log and there's no idea. Anyway, so we're back, and I was going to get just 3 more loads to get us at 10 for the episode, which will get us to 700,000, which, if my math is correct, which I think it is, that should be almost 10 million liters, should be 9.8 million. So we're approaching 10 million liters of wood chips in this storage area. And so if this is 10, I'm guessing this thing holds about 50. Be my guess, because well, maybe 40 something. I don't know. We're close. We're close to I guess, well, we're almost getting well, not quite to half. We're about a quarter of the way, I guess. So I'd say it probably holds around 40 something million. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and mark that one down. I've been marking them on this piece of paper here so I can keep track of everything. Yeah, I don't know what's up with this game freezing. Every once in a while it does that, and I've been trying to go through my mods, and anything that's got a warning or an error, I've been trying to get rid of a bunch of those. I didn't use some of them anyway, so well, it's probably a good idea to go through every once in a while and clean out your mods folder anyway, just because you know, folks put out these mods and they're not always 100%. They've got some kind of errors or warnings or something other. So I try to watch for that. And some of the mods I've been running them for a long time, and then all of a sudden it seemed like they got these error messages or warnings or something. I'm not sure. I have to look through them again. But I wish folks would stop putting out mods that have, I mean, error messages are bad, warnings are bad enough. I mean, some of those warnings though are just like, you know, it's a raw JPEG format, it needs to be in a DDS format or something. It's not really that much of a deal, but it just affects the performance. But the errors, you know, there's no sense in that. I mean, why would you put out a mod that's got an error in it? I don't think my map has any errors in it. At least I hope not. Alright, so let's get us one more load of wood chips down here, and that'll be 10 for the episode. 700,000 liters. And then we'll hop on the dozer and push up the pile a little bit before we call it a day. And as you can see, I got my subscriber count up there. Do appreciate all the new subscribers, and like I said, we're trying to get to 1,000 so I can get my videos monetized again. And you'll want to stick around anyway, because there'll be some good stuff coming up. And once Farming Simulator 19 comes out, I'll be getting that and playing it. And you'll want to stay tuned for any kind of special giveaways and stuff. I hope that you know, as my videos get monetized again and I pick up more subscribers and that kind of thing, I want to start doing some giveaways because you guys is what's makes the channel what it is, by all the views and support. So I'll start giving back to everybody once I get some money. I mean, I was at about $75 before YouTube went off and changed their policy. So I was they don't pay you till you get to 100. So I was just about $25 away from getting paid for the first time in, I don't know, I guess close to two and a half years. I think I've been doing this since about July of 2015. So it was right about 2 years, I guess, and then they decided to change their policies, which, you know, I can understand, but just hurts the smaller channels. Alright, so that's our 10th load there. I'll get the truck parked back over here by the wood chipper. And then we'll hop in the dozer and do a little bit of pushing on the wood pile. And we'll just go ahead and save that truck there. Get that shut off. We'll save that for next time. All right. Now, as you can see, I've been working on this corner, this kind of, we'll call it the front left corner back here. I've been working on that a good bit. Well, that thing's loud. So I've been kind of pushing everything back towards this corner in this little area over here, just because we already got this over here pretty much full. In fact, see this flat spot right here, that's as high as we can go. So we've already got it up to the top. Now the method that I've been using, I don't know if you've worked with wood chips before, you see how high the blade is off the ground. Now watch this, I just been kind of, to start kind of pushing off with that, and then I'll back up and go at it a few more times. I'm trying to kind of level it off to begin with. Now after a couple of times of that, if you see that you're not really pushing anything, you can drop it just a little bit. See, I just dropped it, I don't know, maybe a few inches or so. And what I'm trying to do is make a nice smooth ramp up to the top. Because if you try to push too much, you'll get the dozer stuck. And that's no fun. I've had to reset this dozer no telling how many times. And you can drop your blade just a little bit more, just a touch. It'll make you a nice smooth ramp up to the top. And if you see that you're starting to get a little bit wavy, kind of get some waves in there, then just back off and go at it again. It also works pretty good sometimes when you get the ramp fairly smooth. Just go ahead and drop the blade all the way down to the ground. You can push a lot of wood chips then, but then you start making these little, what I call waves. See the little dip there at the bottom. But a couple of times pushing it with the dozer, usually it'll smooth on out. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and shut this thing off just for a second. This thing is loud. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and kind of wrap up the video here. And I'm going to go ahead and I'll get back in the dozer and push up this pile some more. And I'll let you watch a little bit of that before we call it a video, or end it. But anyway, I appreciate all the new subscribers. And y'all stay tuned to the Facebook channel or Facebook page if you got Facebook. Because like I said, on Mondays, I'm going to put up a poll, and that'll be where you vote for the video on Friday. Because we're calling it Fan Friday, and whatever maps I put up in the poll, you vote for which one you want to see on Friday. Whichever one has the most votes, obviously we'll play that one on Friday, and I'll record that Thursday usually, and we'll have that for Friday. But if you don't have Facebook, sorry, I guess you're just kind of out of luck. don't really know any other way to do it. I don't Twitter or Instagram or anything like that. I've got all my videos to automatically post to Twitter when they come up on YouTube, but I don't pay attention to Twitter much. Just never really got into it. Never really saw much of the point of it. I mean, I like to watch. Well, sometimes I'll get on Twitter and just kind of look around, but I don't really interact much on there. But anyway, head on over to Facebook, check out the poll. That'll be live until Wednesday night. Usually Wednesday night around 8 or 9 o'clock, I'll check it. And whichever one has the most votes, I will check that out. All right. Well, I did appreciate everybody watching. And I hope you enjoyed this little mini high-speed video. I'll be doing a few of these until we get this wood chip thing filled up. And then whenever we do get it filled up, I'm going to use either the front-end loader or that bucket excavator thing over there. Load up all the wood chips, and we'll haul them just right over there to the wood chip pile and sell them. And we'll see how much we get for all this. So stay tuned. Lots more to come. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. We'll see you next time.